Yes, I work full-time.
What do you do?
I work at a bike shop, Harley Davidson in Huntington.
Okay. Well, here's the way driving privileges work on this. I can give you unlimited driving privileges, but to do that, you have to place the blow-and-go device on your vehicle, and you have to pay for that. It's a separate facility. It's a private facility that you pay them to get it placed on your car.
Okay.
And it's about $1,100. So if you want that, then you can have unlimited driving privileges. You have to blow in it every time you want to start the car. If you don't want to do that, I can give you limited driving privileges, which you'll get an order from me saying you can drive, and I'll let you drive for work purposes, to kind of, you're going to have community service to do.
That's possible. You say I will, I'm sorry. Will?
Yeah, you'll have community service to do. And if you have other emergent, do you have kids or anything that you have to take care of?
I do, but I have an 18-year-old and he has a license.
Okay. Well, so you can talk to the probation officer and decide if you want limited or unlimited. If you want the unlimited, you'll have to make arrangements to get with the facility that installs the blow-and-go device on your vehicle.
Okay.
To get unlimited. Okay, so you're pretty close to the per se level, so I'm going to give you the minimum fine. It's $375. It's bad enough the way it is, but $375 will be your fine.
Okay.
I'll order you to pay the court costs.
Okay.
I'll give you a 6-month license suspension, and that started the day of the incident, so March 15th. It went into effect as soon as you took the test and tested over. You get 20 days in jail, but I'm going to suspend all of your jail days on the conditions you do the other stuff I'm going to order you to do.
Yes,
One is
sir.
going to be 5 days of community service. So
Okay.
you can do that on your days off. What's your work schedule?
I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay, perfect, because there's community service Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
So you can do community service any day but Sunday here at the court at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
We have a community service person from here. The probation officer will talk to you more about it.
Okay.
You do have to go to what's called the driver retention program. So that's if I don't give you jail, and I don't want you to go to jail, and you don't want to go to jail.
No.
You have to go to a 3-day program.
Okay.
It's called the Driver Intervention Program. There's one here in Lawrence County. There was one in Portsmouth, I understand it just shut down. The bigger counties have probably multiple ones. You can go to any program that's approved by the state, but it's an inpatient program. So that means you gotta go stay for 3 days. And it's counseling, and that's required if you don't go to jail. So
Okay.
it's a weekend program here in Lawrence County, and it's like once a month they'll do a weekend program. So you can go here, you can go any other program, but if you go to one outside Lawrence County, it's on you to get the report filed showing that you completed it and that they're approved by the state of Ohio. I'll set your review hearing for October 5th. Is that right? Okay. October 5th. So you got all spring and all summer to get this stuff done. You were here earlier, we had reviews. Those were for people that didn't get it done in the time frame they were given. And then after that 6 months, I'll make them start coming back every month until they get their stuff done.
Okay.
So get it done before October 5th, you don't have to show up.
Okay.
October 5th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
On your lane violation, I'll impose a $20 fine.
Okay, thank
You're going to get,
Sorry.
you can write it down October 5th, but it's
Okay.
going to be on the paperwork you're going to get.
Okay, my apologies.
You're going to meet with the probation officer, he's going to give you paperwork, and here's the other thing. I'll get people that say, I missed my hearing because I didn't know when I was supposed to come back because I lost my paperwork. That's not a valid excuse for everybody listening. It doesn't go away just because you lost the paperwork. Doesn't mean that your obligations are over.
Yes,
We
sir.
have a website here, there's clerks here, you can call and find out, or the probation office. If you get confused, don't know what you're supposed to do, check in. Your case will be on the website under a record search. You can put your name in and pull it up and see what you have to do when you have to be back. Okay, Mr. Majors, the probation officer, when you go out in the lobby on the west side to your left, that open counter, the right side is the clerk's office, the left side is probation. Go to
Okay.
probation, check in with him,
Okay.
and then you're free to go. Do you have any questions of me?
No, sir.
Okay,
Thank
go see
you.
Mr. Major, you're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus William Skaggs, case number CRB 11438.
Are you William Skaggs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've had a warrant since 2011 on a failure to appear
Yeah.
for review on a theft offense, and it looks like you got nabbed on the warrant and have posted a bond now, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you admit or deny that you failed to appear for your review hearing back in 2011?
Yes.
You admit?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm showing is you had community service, you had a suspended jail sentence, and you were ordered to do community service and pay a fine. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set you up on hearings to come back, and now that you have a bond up, if you don't show up, the bail bondsman's gonna be after you. Before, it was just laying out there a warrant, and you weren't gonna get nabbed till you had police contact.
Right.
So now, you'll have somebody searching for you if you don't show up.
Yeah.
So let's get it done. Are you working, sir?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to come back on Mondays or Fridays, which is the best day?
Monday's fine.
Mondays?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set it for May 4th. And there'll be a sentencing hearing because you have a bond up now, so it'll be
Yeah.
10 a.m. on May the 4th. If you do it all before May 4th, you're gonna have to come back. And I'm showing you $260 fines and court costs and 5 days community service. And you can do community service any day but Sunday, right here at the court at 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Angel Martin, case number CRB 19458, CRB 17695. Angel Martin.
Okay, ma'am, you're Angel Martin.
Yes.
Okay, I'm showing, this has had a warrant outstanding since,
I'm sorry, I'm hard of hearing and I can't hear nothing you're saying.
you got a warrant since February of 2021 for not appearing at a review hearing.
Yes,
And that was on an obstructing justice charge and a theft offense. Do you understand that?
yes,
So are you coming in on your own, or did you get arrested? You just
Yes.
coming in to get the warrant withdrawn?
yeah.
Okay. Where are you living now?
And Chesapeake, what is it? Private Road 99?
Okay, so you're close by. All right, you did do your community service, you still owe fines, is what I'm showing. If you can't pay your fines, you can do extra community service and work them off.
Okay, how much of that can I work off?
Oh, I'll let you work it all off.
Let me work it all off?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
can't pay, just work community service. And it looks like it would be, it's gonna be maybe 11, 12 days, something like that, to work it all off.
Now, I've got Thursdays and Sundays off. Is community service through Thursdays?
Thursdays, you can do it on Thursdays, not Sunday.
Okay,
You can do it on Thursdays. So you're gonna be out here on Thursdays,
okay,
7:30. This Thursday's not gonna be bad, it's gonna be kinda cold till Thursday, but Thursday's gonna be nice. So I'm gonna set your next hearing for April 27th. Write this down. In the little
22nd or 27th?
27th, April 27th. 9 o'clock, April 27th, is your next hearing. I'll cancel the warrant. Okay, any questions? You understand what you gotta do?
No, sir.
No questions, okay. April 27th is your next hearing.
Thank you.
You're up.
State of Ohio versus Kimberly West, case number CRB 26145.
Name, you're Kimberly West.
Yes, sir.
Ms. West, the state's alleging that March the 14th of this year at Fayette Township at the Walmart here in Lawrence County, you tried to obtain merchandise without the consent of Walmart. That's a theft offense, maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
No, I'm in between jobs right now. I was working and they are permanently closed.
Where were
I was
you
working at Logan's Roadhouse in Barbersville.
Okay.
And they abruptly just closed.
I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you.
Thank you.
Not guilty plea is entered. She's got a bond up, so the bond's continuing. Going into April, and it looks like,
I don't got 2 bad days in April, Judge.
what are they?
24 and 27. Otherwise, I'm okay.
Let's do the 13th.
I can do that.
Okay, so April 13 will be the next hearing. The pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
March 16th.
April 13th is the next one.
Oh, yes, Judge. Thank you.
April 13th.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Destiny Hill, case number CRB 26103, dated today. State of Ohio versus Robert Hill, case number CRB 26104, A and B.
For pre-trial.
Okay, so these were cases that, and Mr. Stratton's not here today. Roger Smith represents Destiny, and Mr. Stratton represents Robert. They were scheduled for Friday and weren't here then.
Yeah, they apparently showed up late. I'd already left, Judge. They're reached out. They're here today. I filed discovery Friday. I would ask we come back in whatever the state needs time to answer discovery. Shouldn't be very long.
What's the state's position on it?
It normally doesn't take us a whole long time to get the video from Walmart, so we're okay with it. A couple weeks.
Be fine, Judge.
How about April 3rd?
I can do that.
I really appreciate it. My mom's having surgery and it's just been a lot. And while I'm up here, I know this is a totally different case, but I've been dealing with TPO in Soda County due to the domestic violence that my ex-husband done here. And I don't know what's going on with that just yet. I've never been, like, nobody's reached out to me or nothing.
Is it Stanley?
It's Stanley and Taylor Pancake.
The charges here or inside?
It's here.
Here.
Like they beat my
Next hearing is
face.
April the 10th.
April the 10th. Can you write that down?
You want to do both that same day, Judge? You want to keep the 3rd? I don't care.
Mr. Healy?
Well, that case was given to a special prosecutor because we had this case too.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it April 3rd. then.
Okay, yes.
I just didn't know what was going on with it. I apologize.
In your honor, I'll get my community service done ASAP.
Okay. Now, what's
I've been having problems with my blood sugar and still haven't had my collarbone fixed yet. I keep putting it off due to my high blood sugar, but I'm not trying to beat you out of it.
All right, April 3rd is your next hearing. Mr. Stratton should be here then.
All right.
Same consistent, get it to see.
Is that both on 14?
I don't have your report, right? Do you
They're the same.
It's the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I appreciate it, guys.
State of Ohio versus Laura Linville, case number CRB 26147.
Manager Laura P. Linville,
M,
M.
yeah.
Okay, they've got Laura Purdue Linville, is that a prior?
Purdue is my maiden name.
Okay. So we got the right person.
Yes.
Ms. Linville, it's alleged that at Fayette Township on March 14th, you purposely tried to deprive Walmart of property without their consent. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Not really. They didn't read them to me when I was arrested.
You have a right to remain silent. If you choose to make a statement, everything you say here today is on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes.
Do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
In home care.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
13.
How many hours a week are you working?
Well, it was full time. I mean, it varies up and down.
Well, what's the average?
40.
Okay, I have to determine your gross annual income. So, I'm getting you're making about 27,000 a year gross, is that right?
I'm not that good at math in my head, sir, so yeah, if you say so, you got the calculator, so I agree.
Did you file an income tax return?
Not this year, no.
Okay. Well, for last year you filed one,
But yeah, let's about that on mine.
okay, is anyone dependent on you for your income?
No, sir.
You're a single person?
Yes.
You don't have any kids, or?
Yeah, they're all adults though, sir. My husband's dead. I'm a widow.
Okay, I'll go ahead and appoint Mr. Morford.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I take it this may be a co-defendant to the last person, so I set that for April 13th. Okay, April 13 will be the hearing on this one. Are you available then, Mr. Morford?
I am, Judge.
April 13, 10 o'clock, and she's got a bond up too, so that bond's continued. April 13, 10 a.m., not guilty plea is entered.
This is when we come back. Call me and make them come and see me. Explain everything to you.
State of Ohio versus Danny Daniels, case number CRB 26148.
We'll get to it.
Answer, you're Danielle Daniels?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Daniels, the state's filed a complaint against you alleging that you helped to confine a dog on March 7, 2026 in Rome Township. They filed it as an M4. So what that means is it is a jailable offense. Maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand this charge?
Yeah.
Do you understand your rights?
Not really, because I've never
Well,
been.
you've heard it 100 times. You ever watched any crime shows on TV?
Not
It's
really.
called the Miranda warning.
But,
Well, Arizona versus Miranda, it happened in the Earl Warren Court
Right.
in the early 60s. They said, you have to give these warnings.
Oh,
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. You have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and the right to make the state of Ohio prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
yeah,
Okay, those are your rights.
okay.
How do you plead to this charge?
No contest?
If you enter a no contest, you're telling me, I'm not admitting I did it, but I'm not denying it either.
Right.
And I agree, you can find me guilty if you think the state has enough evidence to convict me. That's what no contest means. Is
Okay.
that what you want to do? 95% of the time, it's going to result in a guilty finding.
Right.
So if you're not sure about it, enter a not guilty.
Not guilty.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And you can, on this one, since it's jailable, you can actually get a court-appointed lawyer if you want.
Okay.
You want a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah, because I can't afford a lawyer.
Are you working?
No, I draw Social Security disability for,
That's your only income?
yeah, it's my only income.
Okay, I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you.
Okay.
And he's here. He's going to represent you, and Mr. Daniels can sign a $500 signature bond. That just means as long as you show up, you don't have to post $500. If you don't show up, then you owe $500 for not showing up. Plus you get a warrant, so just come to court and don't have to post any money. Since it's a 4th degree misdemeanor, we need to set it pretty quick unless there's a time waiver, Mr. Steyer.
We'll waive time on this, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm looking in April then. What's your schedule in April?
I'm here the 3rd.
3rd's good.
Okay.
April 3rd will be the next hearing. Pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Will he need fingerprinted, Your Honor?
I'm not gonna make him on this.
Okay.
I'm probably supposed to, but I'm not gonna make him do anything.
Thank you.
Okay. Wait for him.
Your Honor, that's all the arrangements.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes the arraignments. We're gonna start the pre-trial, so we need people that, like everybody's in the courtroom. If there's anybody outside, they need to come in the courtroom to have a pre-trial.
State of Ohio versus Cherie Bryant, case number CRB 2645.
Mr. DeWaters' case, and it's set for a pre-trial for that.
Aaron Tucker.
Your Honor, I know we're waiting to see if anybody's responding, but we do not have a resolution to this case at this point. Although the state did provide me with some additional discovery today on 2 DVDs, I'd like to sit down and discuss those things with my client if I could have a couple of weeks.
Sure. I'm looking to set pre-trials in April and just about, excuse me, every date's available, but the 10th is getting a little crowded. So
How about
other than the
this?
10th.
Is the 6th okay then?
Yes. April 6th will be the next hearing, pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Oh, she's got to be out of town for work that day, Judge. Can we do it? Let me,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What's another date, other than the 10th?
April the 6th is fine.
April 6th is fine? Okay, okay. April 6th is
You
okay.
can't do the 6th?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it April 6th. 10
Thank you.
o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Wendy Johnson, case number CRB 2687.
All right, this is Mr. Delauder's case, and it's set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that the state's willing to continue this case approximately 90 days and dismiss it if there are no further problems upon payment of court costs.
Is that correct, Mr. Field?
Is this a cross-filing?
Yes.
Yes, there's a cross-filing, and the other individual's name is Brittany Detello. and I don't know that she's ever been served.
She hasn't, I don't think so. It's just, she was never served for the
Is it on the docket today?
It's not.
No, okay. Not on the docket today.
That address.
Okay,
So she's not served.
all right. Well, I guess what I'd like to do is go partially that way and set this case out. And eventually, obviously, if we don't get her served within a reasonable amount of time, I don't know that, we may have to disannul both of the charges.
That's fine. And my client's not, my client doesn't have any objection to dealing with the other case the same way once its service is perfected on it. Do you think June 8th is about 90 days out?
That's fine. June the 8th will be the next hearing. There's time waiting for him.
Yes, we'd waive time, Judge.
Be dismissed if there's no further cause.
State of Ohio versus Louise Martin, case number CRB 25-582. Louise Martin.
I have Mr. Lauderdale as, it's Lewis Martin.
It's Lewis, yes, Your Honor.
Lewis Martin, set as pretrial. Yeah, there's no E on that. Somehow I got an E on the end. On some of the pleadings have an E on the end, but it's,
His middle initial's E.
yeah, I think that's what happened. It got jammed over on some of the pleadings. Well, the initial complaint had it that way, and I amended it. So it should be Louis, no E. How is it in the computer? Okay, it's correct in the computer.
And Judge, we don't have this one resolved. It may be one that we wind up having to have a trial on. It's okay with me if we go ahead and pick a trial date, if that's what the state thinks we should do.
Mr. Hill?
We are still in need of some discovery, if that means anything to you, before we
Yeah,
set a trial date.
There is still some outstanding discovery also.
Well, do we want to bring the complaining party in to see if they even show up first before we?
That'd be fine with me, yeah, if we do it that way.
Okay. We have them subpoenaed for the next hearing?
Can we do that on April, what day we set, April 6th?
April 6th, yes.
Okay.
April 6th, the complaining party is to be present. Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Ricky May, case number CRB 25-711.
This is Mr. Dwyer's case, pre-trial.
Miranda Wells.
Judge, in this case, we had some reciprocal, last time we were here, we had some reciprocal discovery we needed to provide to the state. I provided Mr. Hill with the reciprocal discovery, which basically are text messages from the complaining party involving having someone beat Mr. May up and hide his body and other things, which we think are relevant to the complaints in this case. So I don't know that Mr. Hill's had an opportunity to discuss those issues with the complainant.
Mr. Hill?
We're okay to set, do you say you want to set it for a trial?
No, he said he wanted you to look at some discovery that they found.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. As a matter of fact, we just got some things today, and we can come back again.
And we'd like for the state to consider filing charges contrary, because frankly, the threats made in the messages about harming Ricky are in our estimation, much more serious. So we'd like for the prosecutor's office to take a look at that. April 6th is fine if that's not too soon.
April 6th, hearing date, Mr. Hill?
April 6th is fine, yes, Your Honor.
All right, next pretrial, April 6th, and if it's not resolved then, we're going to set a trial date.
Yes. Can I have these?
State of Ohio versus Alexis Moore, case number TRC 252723, A and B.
These are the lawyer's case, pretrial.
Judge, I've discussed this case with the state and with Ms. Moore. I believe she wants to change her plea to the OBI charge to no contest and stipulate to facts sufficient for a guilty finding today.
Is that the failure to control also, or
Yes.
is that correct?
And, Your Honor, in this case, it's my understanding the state's willing to recommend the minimum penalties. There's no breath score and no urine results, but Ms. Moore tried to submit to a breath test, but the machine was broken. And she tried to submit to a urine test, but there was no female officer available to do that. So she was willing to do whatever they wanted her to do, but
And it looks like this was a one-vehicle crash.
it was.
It was.
There was a pole struck. Was that a utility pole or what?
Yeah, it was, yes.
Is there any issue? It looks like, does she have insurance?
Yep. She believes she did have insurance, and she believes that that's been taken care of. We haven't heard anything else from her.
Okay. Does the state have any information on that? If that's an issue at all? It's not, I don't see it listed in the report as to our insurance company. Has that information, was that passed on to the utility company or something? Why does she think it was taken care of?
That's what my husband said.
She doesn't have direct knowledge. Her husband told her that their insurance company had taken care of it.
If not, I can get the insurance.
And there's a new pole, so, I mean, it's been fixed. Her husband apparently told her that their insurance took care of it, but she doesn't know that, I guess, for sure.
Mr. Hill?
And the citation does indicate that she had insurance.
It's just not listed. Usually the place where it's going to be listed in the crash report, that is just blank. It doesn't have a policy number or company number listed.
No, I'm out there talking to her. Oh, okay.
Your Honor, I can offer to, if it helps anybody, she can give the state a copy of her insurance card just to make sure.
Okay. Is that sufficient?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further before sentencing?
No.
Ms. Moore, anything you wish to say?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give you the minimum fine, $375. Is the minimum order you to pay the court costs. 6-month license suspension, that will have to start now. There wasn't an automatic license suspension in this case. Does she want limited or unlimited driving?
Limited for now, Your Honor, and I'll talk to her about the option of getting unlimited.
Okay. So she can have driving purposes for work, community service, court, you have child care. If you want unlimited, then you have to get the blood label license. 2 years of local probation, through hearings October 5th of this year. You have to go to 3-day school called the driver intervention program. I explained that once before to somebody else. You were here when I explained that. can talk to your probation officer about it too. There is a program here in Lawrence County. On the failure to withdraw, a $20 fine. You'll need to see Mr. Major in probation before you leave today.
I'll have her do that now, Judge.
Get everything done, you don't have to come to the hearing, that's just a hearing to make sure people do what they're ordered to do.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
That's the date review. Meet me out there. And Mr. Major's always the last.
State of Ohio versus Brandon Roberts, case number CRA 2689 A, B, and C, TRC 26256 A and B.
All right. Mr. Dwyer, is this your case?
Yes, ma'am, approach.
Yes.
Confiscated drugs.
Good report, Judge.
Your Honor, based on the facts of the case and the recent report, it's my understanding that Mr. Heald is willing to amend the possession charge to a misdemeanor of the first degree under the same code section. That's based on an understanding that my client would be entering a plea of guilty to that amended charge as well as the OVI. I believe the state is requesting that as a condition of his probation, he continue his efforts with the counseling agency he's working with. And it's my understanding they're willing to dismiss the child endangering charge.
And you know what, there's also this improper handling, which we'll just ask for forfeiture of the weapon and we'll dismiss that charge.
Yes, I understand that, Judge. I talked to Mr. Roberts about that.
Okay, so on 2689A, that's the possession charge. The state's willing to amend that to an M1.
Yes, Your Honor, and commensurate with the, the relative seriousness of this, we're going to ask for a suspended jail sentence that will motivate Mr. Roberts to complete his counseling obligations.
So that's under the same statute. It'll be just reclassified as an M1. That's my understanding. He's entering a guilty plea for that.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you agree with that, Mr. Roberts?
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to say about that charge?
No, I've been going to counseling, taking drug tests, passing them, so on the right path.
Okay. I'll impose a $200 fine where you pay the court costs, 60 days in jail, all suspended on the condition that you complete counseling with contemplation as needed in your health.
Yes, sir.
Community service on the OVI. You complete treatment with contemplation as behavioral health.
How long that?
Case numbers are 2689A and B, and then there's a TRC you want to include.
I'm on here Friday, community services. I'm on here Friday because community services.
Oh, yeah.
60 days in jail suspended.
Yeah, sure, we can.
I could supplement a background check. We can pick a day for dismissal of the child endangerment.
Let's make it in May, let's make it May the 18th.
Your Honor,
Yes.
can I ask you a question? The those work? He's off on Fridays. Could his review hearing be on a Friday?
Yeah, okay, so
Thank you.
May 22nd, the review hearing.
Yeah.
Bring an update from your counsel.
Behavioral. In the B case on that. It is not waiting upon forfeiture of the firearm.
Right.
You want the serial number, Judge?
I think it may be an affidavit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's an affidavit. Forfeiture of a Taurus
380.
Spectrum .380, serial number 1F016000, and order destroyed. Then the C case is going to be knowledge of the endangerment. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so 89C is knowledge. Outright knowledge.
Not canceled because it was on part A.
And then on the OBI,
Not by building, so.
on this issue, we got the same issue on insurance. It looks like it was a one vehicle crash, but it looks like there was some property damage.
There was a sign that was knocked over.
Any issue on restitution?
No, they said that parts of my building.
At the time, well, the citation shows no proof of financial responsibility, so maybe he has insurance card.
Did you have insurance?
Yes.
Can you get proof of that to the state?
Yeah.
Yes, he can get proof of his insurance to the state today. Can you do it today?
February 13th.
Back then, yes.
Yeah.
It was actually different insurance back then, but yes, he can provide proof of that.
Okay, on the OBI, $375 fine. Court costs. Six-month license suspension, that starts today.
And coaching softball, allowed.
You mean like right now? It's like a meditation.
20 days in jail suspended.
Right.
30 hours community service, 2 years level 4 probation. I'll suspend the DIP requirement if he completes his counseling and shows proof of that.
Okay, thank you.
Assuming there's no objection from the state.
No, Your Honor.
And May the 20th, I think, was the review date. Yeah, May 20th. So 2 months out before his first review.
And he'll bring an update with you on that, with him on that day, Judge, just in case that agency doesn't fax. They're out of Kentucky, so. Yeah, Canova.
That's stress.
Is there a B case?
Failure to control.
So 26-256 failure to control, $20 fine. So you don't need to see Mr. Major today before you leave.
All right, Judge, he'll do that now. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Melissa Nesby, case number CRB 2671.
Mr. DeWaters' case.
Your Honor, we had continued this case back in February to today to allow Ms. Nesney to obtain an assessment and see if maybe there was some mental health services that she would benefit from. She's done that. She's with Ohio Valley Physicians. I have a report, but if the court would mind maintaining this in confidence, this has got some private information.
Okay. Seal it.
So she is participating in mental health treatment at this point with OBP.
Want to continue then, so we allow that to develop?
Yeah, I think the state was agreeable to do a 90-day continuance with the contemplation of dismissal of the case as long as she stays compliant with treatment. We came back real quick just because she wasn't involved with anybody yet.
Okay.
So June 8th, if that's okay, is about 90 days.
That's fine, and we want to have another report.
Yes, sir.
June 8th will be the next hearing.
Thank you, Ron.
State of Ohio versus Adam Scaff, case number CRB 26149, CRC 26438, A and B. Set for arraignment.
Sir, are you Adam Scaff?
Yes, sir.
Let's just hand you a copy of the charges, 26149, alleges obstructing official business that on March the 14th in Fayette Township, without the right to do so, you purposely prevented, obstructed, or delayed a public official performance of their official duties. That's a second-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. TRC 26438 is an OBI charge, and it alleges March 14th at 3:25 a.m. in Fayette Township, you were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of those things, and that this would be your first conviction. Convicted. On a first offense, the maximum is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, 3-year license suspension. And the minimum is 3 days in treatment, $375 fine, 6-month license suspension. The other charge against you is driving outside your lane. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed?
I'll get one.
You're going to hire your own lawyer? How much time do you need to do that?
About 2 weeks to a month.
Okay. Okay, how about the 6th of April? So that's a little over 3 weeks. You can have a lawyer by then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your next hearing is going to be April the 6th. And it'll be at 10 o'clock on April the 6th. For a pre-trial, not guilty plea is entered for you. and you have posted a bond, so the bond you posted is going to be continued. Now, did you get fingerprinted when you were at the jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, next hearing, April 6th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to the Orange County Jail.
Okay, we got some hearings to do at the jail.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Dickens, case number CRA 26146, and the Dolores Hill is on deck.
Sir, are you Jordan Dickens?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dickens, I'm Judge Capper. I'm at the Orange County Municipal Court, which is located in Chesapeake. You're appearing in the court today on a television monitor, and everything that we say, both of us, is being recorded. So you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything, but it's all going on the record what you do say. So it could be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed. You have a right to have bail, to make the state of Ohio prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things I just explained?
Yes, sir.
It looks like there's just one charge against you. It's case number 26146. Possession of a fentanyl-related compound is the charge. And it alleges that on March the 15th, in Fayette Township, you knowingly obtained, possessed, or used a controlled substance involving fentanyl. That's a scheduled substance under Ohio law, and it's a 5th-degree felony. If you're found guilty, maximum penalty is a year in jail, $2,500 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, I do.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I do not.
Do you have a job?
I am not, no, sir.
Okay, Mr. Smith, I'm going to appoint you.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Dickens has a common pleas probation holder also.
Okay. Mr. Smith's going to be your lawyer. He's here in court. He's heard your arraignment.
Yes, sir.
And it sounds like there's a holder from common pleas, but just in case that gets lifted, what's the state's position on bond?
The state would not be opposed to an OR bond if Mr. Dickens were to be assessed and accepted into a treatment program. Otherwise, we'd ask for a $5,000 cash assurance bond.
Are you willing to go to treatment, Mr. Dickens?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $2,000 signature bond, which means you can get out on your signature as long as you agree to go to treatment. How do you pay for medical services? Do you have,
I'm sorry.
Do you have a medical card, sir? Medicaid card? Do you have a medical card to pay for medical services?
I was signing up for Ohio Medicaid.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do, because it really is going to be common pleas. He's going to have to appear in common pleas before they let him out, so I'll let them pick
Sure.
the facility. I'll just agree that he can go to treatment.
Do you have an upcoming hearing in common pleas?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, he's got a probation violation,
Yeah.
he said.
Do you know who your lawyer is in common pleas? I can reach out to them.
I believe it is you, Roger.
There you go. I'll reach out to myself. I don't recall. That makes it easy.
It does.
I'll find out, Judge.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there this
When do you want to
afternoon.
come back, Matt, for his next hearing?
When are you going to be here next week?
When would he typically appear in common pleas?
Well, it used to be Wednesday mornings, but now I think they have them.
Well, I've got one actually at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I can find out. If you got he's got no OR bond here. Go out a week or two, Judge.
Okay.
Just to be so don't fall
How
through the
about the
cracks.
27th?
That's fine, Judge. And I'm going to be in court today in Judge Ballard's court. Do you know if it's Judge Ballard or Judge Finley that has the hold on you? Do you know?
I have family.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock anyway on a different case. I'll find out and make sure we don't miss that hearing.
Thank you.
Okay, next hearing, if you do get out, you gotta be here on March 27th, which is the last Friday in March, and you'll probably be in a treatment facility, so they would either bring you or make you available by teleconference for that hearing. Okay, March 27th is your next hearing.
Okay, I'll be over to jail to talk to you.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
State of Ohio versus Dolores Hill, case numbers CRA 26150, CRA 26151, A, B, and C. Nathaniel Spann is on deck.
The victim?
Yeah.
Just have it. Stay right here, sir.
Ma'am, are you Dolores Hill? Can you hear me, Miss Hill? Miss Hill? We're not getting any audio, that looks like. You're Dolores Hill?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I love you.
I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. So you've got several charges. We're going to go over those with you. First, let me explain your rights to you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You do make statements. Everything you're saying is on the record. You're being recorded now. Your image and what you say is being seen in the courtroom in Chesapeake, and there's a recording being made of it as we speak. So you don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, it's gone down on the record. It can be used. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove any charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The most serious charge appears to be CRA 26150 is a burglary charge. And it alleges that at Union Township on March the 15th, by force, stealth, or deception, you trespassed in an occupied structure with the purpose to commit a criminal offense in that structure. So that's burglary. It's a felony of the second degree, and that carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in jail and a $15,000 fine. Now, 26151A is a domestic violence charge. It alleges March 15th, Union Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Jeremy Hammond, who's a member of your family or household. That is a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. I think it should be Jeremy, and the complaint says H instead of J, so I'll correct that. Jeremy Hammond is the alleged victim. 151B alleges assault. Alleges that on March 15th of this year, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Sean T. Baldwin. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And 151C alleges that you committed aggravated menacing on March 15th by causing Madison Hammond to believe you would cause serious physical harm to their person or property. That's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand these charges, Ms. Hill?
I don't understand how I got a felony, but yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
I make it.
Do you have a job?
No, I have Social Security.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you.
How did I get a felony?
Okay, Mr. Steyer, I'm appointing you to represent Dolores Hill. The most serious charge is a burglary. That's the state's position on bond.
The state would request a $5,000 cash assurance bond and we'll need protection orders.
Okay.
And we also need to confirm her address.
Jeremy.
I'm
I'm
glad-
not good at
I really don't need a protection order. I just, can I speak? Is that okay?
You don't want a protection order?
No, I don't need one. I just, like, my issue is, this has been going on with years. We've been in front of you for the same situation multiple times. Like, I've talked to a different prosecutor, I've dealt with HPD for the past 2 days on similar situations with her and her mom. She's going over there in and out of jail, raising cases, trying to fight with her mom. I mean, this is an ongoing thing. Like, I've talked to different prosecutors, different judges, different officers, trying to get her into a mental institution. They'll put her in there for a couple of days, and they'll let her back out. And this is an ongoing thing. Like, I mean, I'm worried about, like, I mean, she needs not to be mean or disrespectful, but she needs psychiatric help.
Okay.
And then this is gonna be another, if you release her from jail,
What's
she's
your
gonna be out on the
relationship
streets
to her?
again. What is it?
What's your relationship to her?
It's my sister-in-law. My wife, passed away last year in January,
Okay.
and that's her sister.
All right. Has she ever been to a mental facility?
Yes, she has.
Which ones?
She's been to Bateman, River Park, and I think Shawnee State here in Ohio.
Never Athens?
Not the one.
Yes, yes,
Well, maybe, I mean, I'm not sure.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, I know that you can only do so much, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you release her from jail, y'all are gonna take her back up, and we're gonna be right back in a couple days.
Well, I'm not gonna release her, but I have to set a bond.
I understand that.
Is, will someone post her bond?
I'm not posting her bond.
Is there anyone else that's gonna post bond?
Probably not, because everybody's tired of dealing with the same situation, if I'm just being honest.
All right, well, I'll set a $5,000 cash or surety bond, and then Mr. Steyer can, if he thinks it's appropriate, file appropriate paperwork for her to be evaluated. So who, we want a protection order then for the other folks that aren't here today? Madison,
Yeah, Madison's my daughter.
is she a minor, or
She's 18.
would she want a protection order, you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, there's always somebody at my house, so I don't think that she's really gonna come back here and do anything. If so, she'll just call the police
Who is
again.
Sean T. Bolden?
That is my girlfriend.
Does she want a protection order?
I don't think so. Like I said, I'd really like to just see her get the psychiatric help that she needs, but I know that's kind of out of your hands a little bit, but
Well, we can try. The problem, one of the problems we deal with is there's just not much available.
I know that's what
The
everybody's
state
saying.
does not, Ohio has a lot of money,
Yeah.
but they don't want to spend it on getting people treated for mental health issues.
And like I said, I mean,
Yes.
They want to spend it on other stuff, but not that.
It's an ongoing thing, like I said. If you release her, it's gonna be back out in a couple days.
You're all-
I'll just keep
I
it
agree to go. I agree to go.
Okay, ma'am. Your Honor, based on what she's saying, what I'm hearing, I think I am going to just let the court know I'm going to file a suggestion of incompetency.
Yes, sir. I'll go.
Well, you want to look for alternatives for, I mean, obviously she's not going to get any help in the jail.
That's what I'm saying.
And the problem is, we don't have a whole lot, we've got a lot of things available for people with substance use. Is that a problem?
Yeah, yes, sir. Weed and methamphetamine.
Okay.
Well, on that basis then,
We need a place that'll do both, mental health and substance use.
Yes, sir.
I don't know which organization you're, okay.
Okay, we're gonna have somebody talk to you, do an assessment to try to get you treated.
Yes, sir.
Will you go and will you do the treatment?
Yes, sir.
And you can't leave, you gotta stay there.
I live in West Virginia, but my address is 10th Avenue and 21st Street.
What's
I have an apartment, I'm not homeless no more.
Do you have the medical card?
Huh? I have a humane, yes, sir.
So that's West Virginia.
West Virginia?
I think it's Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hold off then, filing that to see how to see where we go with that. I'm here next week, if we could come back maybe on Monday.
So you think TPC can deal with the Kentucky medical court? Okay. All right, I'm gonna set your next hearing in a week from today.
So I have to stay here a week before I get treated?
No.
Well, I'm trying to get you to a place now.
I would ask that she be given no R bond with release only to TPC.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let you sign a signature bond as long as you promise to go to treatment and stay there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I can't wait to go.
Do we want to set it for Friday just to see where she is?
I'm not here Friday, I'm here Monday.
Okay. All right.
I'll do the old 29, 20, whatever days.
Well, it'll be whatever, it may be long as that, maybe, it may not, just need to do what they tell you to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I know how, okay, let's see, I'll talk about 30 days, I mean,
No.
whatever it takes, I'll get some before my kid.
Okay,
March 23rd will be the next hearing.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, are there no protection orders for anyone?
I'm not going to enter any protection orders.
State of Ohio versus Nathaniel Span, case number CRB 2699, and Kayla Thompson is on deck.
This is Mr. Steyer's case set for pretrial.
Your Honor, I've spoken to the state and I called Mr. Span at the jail earlier today. He is charged here with with possession of criminal tools. He's been incarcerated since February, I think since February 22nd or 23rd.
23rd is the day.
Okay, 23rd on this. The state has offered that in exchange for a plea of guilty, that they would recommend that he be given time served, credit, basically and released. I've told him he would at least have to pay court costs. Possibility the court would put a fine on him, but the state and I are recommending that necessarily. He is not a local person, so our belief is that once released, he'd probably be leaving the area.
Okay. You say it's agreeable?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears he's from Indiana.
All right, Mr. Span, your attorney says you want to change your plea to guilty, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have a right to make a statement to me before I sentence you. Do you have anything you want to say? Okay, this is 2699. I'll accept your guilty plea. I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs. I'll sentence him to 30 days in jail. Give him credit for $20 days. Suspend 10. 2 years of level 5 probation review on October 5th of this year. He can be released today.
Sir, your mother has contacted me. Do I have your permission to give her a call and let her know what's happened today?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, Your Honor, they did serve me a search warrant for my phone. How can I go about receiving that back?
I would assume it'll be that since the case is wrapped up and there's no other cases pending, that they will just release the phone.
Where would I go to get that, or is it here?
It should be there at the sheriff's office.
No, if they serve a search warrant on it, it's probably in the hands of the prosecutor's office.
All right, well, this case, the charge was because of a number of phones that were being transported for criminal purposes. And I don't know what he's talking about, his own phone?
Are you talking about your own phone?
My phone, my personal phone.
His personal cell phone.
Can we check on that and make sure?
I'll contact Brad Lehman. I'll contact the detective and see what I can find out. Thank you.
If you need a separate order, you can.
I'll prepare it if it's necessary.
State of Ohio versus Kayla Thompson, case number CRB 24792. Kayla Thompson.
All right, ma'am, you're Kayla Thompson,
Yes, sir.
and you missed a review hearing back in December of 2024. And
Oh, wow.
the warrant's been outstanding since then. It was on a theft from Walmart case.
Yes, sir. Dang, I didn't know it was that long ago.
Yeah. So do you admit or deny you missed your hearing?
What'd you say?
Do you admit or do you deny that you missed your review hearing back?
No, I admit. Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation why?
Well, my mom passed away, and I just ended up leaving 3 minutes to handle that, and it was just like an ongoing thing.
Are you still using?
Yeah, well, I'm on Suboxone, but
Okay, so if I give you a urine screen today, Suboxone's the only thing that's going to show up?
it should be.
Okay, I want you to do a urine screen. Let's see what's in your urine. Because I had ordered you were actually at treatment and left treatment. So
Yeah.
I'm going to order you to get a urine screen today. And I'll call you back after we get the results.
Your Honor, Ms. Thompson has a holder with common pleas also.
Okay, so you're not going anywhere anyway because you've got a holder from the common police court. So let's go do the urine and we'll find out where we are.
All right.
Go do a urine screen.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Michael Faulkner, case number CRB 25703. That's here at the court. That's Mr. Roger Smith's case. Pre-trial.
We need Mr. Smith in for a pre-trial. Michael Faulkner.
Judge, this is a case that was set out for 90 days. I understand that there has been no communication of any problems to the prosecutor's office. It's my understanding the case will be dismissed upon the payment of costs with no further issues, and he will need time to pay the court costs.
Mr. Hill.
That is correct. We've gotten no further word of any problems. Having actually tried to reach out but not getting a response. So we're okay with the dismissal with the payment of court costs.
And Mr. Faulkner pay the costs.
Work should be starting up, I should say within the next month.
Okay, so go a month out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to set it for April 17th. You paid the costs, you don't have to appear. If you haven't paid, you got to show up.
You said 17th, right, sir?
Yes, sir, April 17th.
All right.
How much you are. Because the clerk's going to go to how much you pay before then you're done. All right, good luck. Thank you. Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Donald Hazen, case number CRB 2628.
Mr. Smith's case pre-trial.
It is, Judge. I have received the DVD. I need to get my clients to look at it with me. If we could use that April 3rd or April 10th date, whichever is less crowded for the court.
April 3rd.
Thank you, Judge.
Pre-trial, April 3rd, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Jessica Smith, case number CRB 25780, CRB 2621.
Mr. Smith's case set as a pretrial. Jessica Smith has a review hearing too in 2629.
She was in
She's
treatment.
supposed to be in Restoring Hope.
Yeah, I don't see her on the video. Judge, I don't know why she's not here.
And Jessica Smith. I'll issue a warrant for failure.
And I will reach out and see if I can't
Seven days.
I'll see if I can't locate her, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Jared Stover, case number CRA 2619, CRB 2620, CRB 25501, CRB 24461. Jared Stover.
Mr. Smith's case. Trial and preliminary hearing. Big report.
Good with that.
Yeah, there's 60 days suspended. It's not additional. 60 days all suspended. Yes, he's got it. He's got it. And he'll have made no
I believe we have a resolution, Judge.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. So we had proposed that if Mr. Stover were to plead guilty to the 2 menacing charges, that we would dismiss the theft of the drugs charge, and we would ask for a jail sentence of 60 days suspended on the condition that he complete his counseling.
Okay, so that's 2620 is a menacing charge involving Ms. Coleman.
They did.
Because I said.
The theft of drugs charge is 2619, so that's,
Here's the thing.
states agree that they're dismissing that. And then,
Yeah, he's going to plead. He's going to plead to that one too.
is there another menacing, is that 25501?
So then do new contact order and pay for the thing.
Yeah.
I believe that the victim on that was your son, is that right? He graduated.
We are going to ask for no contact order for him too.
We have no objection. No contact orders, Judge.
And his name is Kyle Coleman.
Yes, that's his name.
So there'd be no contact order with Kyle Coleman on 25501. And then Ramona Coleman, you want a no contact order? She wants a no contact order also?
Yes.
Okay. That's on 2619. Okay, so is there a change of plea as to 25501, 2619 is, well, no, 2619 is a theft of drugs. 2620.
There is, Judge, based on my pretrial discussions with Mr. Hill, we would ask you to make that a joint recommended order of the court. We agree with that.
All right. And Ms. Coleman, you have a right to make a statement of order. Do you have anything you want to say before I sentence him?
My wish would be that he does be accountable for treatment, not just when he's released. He needs supervision. He's proven that he cannot be left to his own devices, and I do wish that he gets the mental help that he needs. That's my number one concern.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stover has a right to make a statement also. Do you have anything you want to say before I sentence you?
I appreciate the opportunity to go to rehab, and I'm taking full advantage of it.
Okay. right, so, there'll be a nollie then entered on 2619, which is the theft of drugs case. And as to 25501. Okay. I'll impose a $250 fine. Order costs be paid. 60 days in jail, suspend all 60 days on the condition that Mr. Stover complete treatment at Focus. There's a no contact order with Kyle Coleman. And I'll set his first review hearing.
Do you write this down?
Make it April 24th. That's fine. And then 2620. $250 fine, court costs. 60 days in jail, suspended, also condition complete treatment, and no contact order from the man Coleman. Same review date, April 24th at 9 o'clock. Okay, we'll need to see Mr. Major.
Yes, sir.
Probation. April 24th, next one.
Yes. Protection of Just that one.
Yeah, I'll get a copy in the hallway.
Okay. Probation will see your file around, good. Right, you're done.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Justin Higgins, case number TRD 213577 A and B, CRA 21911, and TRC 252689 A, B, and C. Mr. Morpher's case, and I believe Mr. Higgins is on Zoom.
All right, we got a report from hometown. Sounds like there was some adjustments that need to be made and were made.
Yes, correct.
Is he with QRT or you want?
Yes, Your Honor, he's currently in QRT. We've had a few setbacks, but he is doing well and compliant now.
Okay. Those were other cases other than these, correct?
I'm sorry?
Those were other cases other than these. These cases predated QRT?
Yes.
Okay, involvement. Because he's got, one of these is an ODI, so he dated pled to. Okay, so we'll continue. I'll set him for April 27th. And that would be a pre-trial on the current cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio Harris. Case number CRB 24537.
In my list. It's hard to find.
Mr. Morford's case, Mr. Thursday's instructions. Okay, sounds like there's still stuff to work on that you need to open up a little more. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
agree with that?
Yes, sir. I am doing good. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's the long-range plan?
Getting a job. I'm working on getting my birth certificate right now, and an ID. But, I mean, I have stuff outside of the county. I got.
Is that where are you from, Southern County?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got court there this week.
Okay, you have some court involvement there too?
Yeah, but I'm getting, it kind of set me back a little bit. That's why I was in my head a little bit, but I'm getting better now over everything. I feel a lot mentally better. They on my meds. They did a gene psych test on me, and they got me on the right medication now. So everything's going good.
Good. All right, let's set it, how about May 1st?
I'm sorry?
May 1st?
That's good.
May 1 will be your next hearing. Okay.
And Your Honor, there's one other matter, and that is that previously, he was ordered to pay restitution of $1,203.59, and I don't know if there's been anything made towards that yet.
Well, he's not working yet. I think he's, as I understand, going to be able to look for a job now.
No, he's still in-house. As soon as he gets transitioned to our sober living, that's when we do the job placement and everything. That will be a few months.
Okay. That restitution is going to be held for now.
And I was wanting to ask you about community service. Can I do that to pay off my fines, like because I'm an inpatient?
Yeah.
And I'm on ankle monitor because
pay your fines.
yeah, I was wondering because I asked Major, but I'm on ankle monitor though. I was wanting to know if I could still do that.
As long as it's approved.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's keep the monitor on for a while longer.
What's the next date, Your Honor?
May 1st.
State of Ohio versus Angela Pruitt. Case number CRB 25613.
Mr. Morford's case set for pre-trial.
She's doing well. She is, I believe, due to transition from inpatient to like outpatient services just for monitoring towards the end of next month, beginning of May, maybe.
Okay. Come back May 1st.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Next hearing will be May 1st. Pre-trial and preliminary.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, good job.
State of Ohio versus Lucian Sexton. Case number CRB 26129. Mr. Steyer.
Steyer's case set for pre-trial. Lucian Sexton.
Well, Your Honor, he is with, is Artrip? Maggie Artrip? Oh, right here, okay. That's where he's staying at the moment. I think things are going okay?
Yes.
Yeah, so things are all right for the moment. I talked to the state earlier about what we want to ultimately do with this, and I think maybe along the lines of a 90-day continuance, or maybe not wait 90 days to come back. See if things, stay calm and workable for a while, and if they do, we maybe look for a dismissal. He is on SSI, so I don't think the state's going to necessarily want court costs on this down the road.
And is he able to attend school now, or what are we doing about school?
Yes, he's attending school still at Collins and going back and forth every day. They're aware of the situation and they're working with all of us.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Ms. Archer, you live in Kentucky, is that right? Or
Sir?
you live in Kentucky?
Yes, sir, in Greenup County.
Okay. And are you transporting him every day, or
Yes.
how's he getting to school?
Yes, sir. I am transporting.
Now, is this like an official placement, or are you just,
Yeah.
so this is through official channels?
Yes, he can
Placement.
reside there.
Okay, so
They're on
that's
out.
where we are for now, Your Honor.
Is he,
Are you okay with where things are?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
okay?
It's a very nice home. It's a family setting. I'm very happy with where it's on a farm.
Okay. Well, Ms. Archer, thank you, because we have some of these cases, and it's difficult to find a place for people to go, and jail is not, sometimes it's the only option, but it's certainly not the best or appropriate option sometimes. So I'm glad this worked out, and thank you for what you're doing. So, what kind of time frame do you think we should come back?
I would kind of leave that to your discretion. We'll waive time constraints to accommodate it, but I don't know what time. I think maybe a few weeks at least, maybe a month.
Now, is my understanding he's graduating from college this year?
He's graduating in May,
Okay.
yes.
Do you have an idea when that date is?
May the 14th,
Okay.
yes.
Does Monday or Friday matter in terms of what day to bring him in for you guys?
No, it doesn't.
About the 18th, then that would be after
Of-
he graduates.
May.
Yeah.
I'm available.
And if there's problems before, you can always contact him, we can get him on the docket if you think it would be appropriate to bring him in earlier. We can change the date, but as of now, let's just come back, and that's a couple months out. May the 18th. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here, I'm gonna give you, this is my cell phone number on it, so if you need to get hold of me, you can.
State of
I'm
Ohio
gonna
versus
give
Joshua Johnston.
a copy to you as well, make sure you
Case number
remain right.
CRB 2625.
And I still retain guardianship.
Joshua Johnston.
Joshua Johnston.
He just keeps knocking.
I've got some medical records sent to us by somebody that says their name is Tammy K. Patrick. This is from
I believe that might be his mother.
Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Mr. Johnston was a victim of a self-inflicted wound to his head.
And he's having another surgery, according to this, March 23rd. Is this one that could be nollied then, or?
I believe we're going to need to do that, and then we'll have to refile it if the circumstances change.
Okay. The case at this point is not over.
State of Ohio versus Robert Helms, case number CRA 26115.
All right, Mr. Helms is here. I've been told that the warrant has not been withdrawn from Belmont County.
No, I finally got a hold of Belmont. They gave me a fax number and a judge's name and told me to write him a letter and set up a video conference.
Have you done that?
I've got the letter written, I've just got to get it sent to him.
Okay, well, you got a bond up, so what I'm gonna do, I'll continue it for a month to let you get that done. Whatever you gotta do to get the warrant withdrawn is what I need for you to do. Well, let's set it for the 17th, so it's right at a month out. You should be able to get that done then. Once they withdraw the warrant, then you won't have to worry about coming here anymore. Okay, April 17th, 10 o'clock.
All right.
State of Ohio recalls Kayla Thompson at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24792.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're positive for fentanyl. That's a big one.
I've been negative still be in my system. I did try to get clean a few times, so. And use Suboxone.
Yeah, you tested for that too, but you also
Yeah.
tested for THC and fentanyl. Fentanyl's the one that's killing people.
Yes, sir. And then it just killed my mom.
Just killed your mom?
Yeah.
Where did that happen?
Fairmont, West Virginia.
Is that where you're from originally?
Yeah, I haven't been back there for a while until she died. That's the reason I left treatment. She passed away and she overdosed. She never did that stuff.
Well, back in 24, you were, at least they were saying you were homeless. Are you homeless now?
No.
Where have you been living?
And over in Huntington.
Have you been working? How do you support yourself?
I did just get a job, but I don't think I got it anymore.
Okay. Do you want to go to treatment?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
I've been back and forth for treatment since 2024 in OVP.
Well, you left OVP. I've got another place that wants to try you. It's a nice place. It's a faith-based organization, and it'd be a good place for you to live.
Okay, where is that located?
Bethesda, here in Lawrence County.
Okay,
You're willing to go?
where is it? I mean, what's it called?
And she has a holder from Common Pleas too. Okay.
Can we do an ankle monitor for that?
Well, I'm gonna let Common Pleas decide, because I'm gonna agree that you can go to treatment, but you'll have to get them to agree too, because you got a holder from the Common Pleas Court. Do you remember who your judge was back when you were?
No, I just got indicted on it apparently.
Can you look it up?
I've got it.
What, was it a possession charge, you think?
Illegal conveyance of drugs into the jail. Finley is the judge.
Okay, so when she got arrested, she had something on her, then?
Yeah, and then possession of fentanyl.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to go in front of Judge Finley's, so in order not to interfere with what she's gonna do, I'm gonna give you a signature bond and agree that you can go to treatment.
Okay.
She will have to make the final decision whether she allows it or not. So you probably won't be going there. You might go there Wednesday or you might not. I don't know if you'll go over to common pleas on Wednesday or maybe another week. So let's set it back here to find out what's happened with you on the 27th.
Yes, sir.
So that's 2 weeks. It'll probably take that long to figure out what's going to happen with common pleas.
All right.
But I'm agreeable to you going to treatment.
Thank you.
You'll have to convince Judge Finley.
All right.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And we probably need to send this test result down so they'll have it for information. So it'll be a pretrial on March 27th.
State of Ohio versus Gary Burdette here at the court. Case number CR 825 and 25.
Mr. Delauder's case, preliminary hearing.
It is, Your Honor. It's my understanding the state's willing to move to amend this charge to a misdemeanor of the first degree under the same code section, Division E3 or 5. And it's my understanding Mr. Burdett's going to change his plea of guilty to that amended charge.
Mr. Hill?
Is this the one where you had, where he, one of the things we were concerned about, Your Honor, was making sure that there weren't any mental health issues that need to be looked at, and he went to family medical centers.
I've got a report from them, it's undated, but it is dated February 10th.
I've got an updated one from March 11th. It's just, I think it says basically the same thing, but may I approach?
Yes.
So they're not recommending any further treatment at this time, and so given that, we're okay with a jail sentence of 30 days suspended and forfeiture of the weapon that was seized in this matter.
Okay, so the amended charge is we'll amend it to an M1, improper handling.
That's my understanding, Your Honor, and that's what I've talked to Mr. Burdett about pleading guilty to.
Okay. Mr. Burdett, do you agree that you're pleading guilty to improper handling a first-degree misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have anything you want to say before I sentence you?
No, Your Honor.
And Judge, I don't have the information identifying the firearm by serial number. I know Mr. Hill requested it be forfeited. It was a 40 caliber Glock.
I'm looking for it.
I can tell you the make and model if that helps, but Mr. Burdett doesn't know the serial number.
I've got it.
Okay. I'll impose a $100 fine, court costs for Mr. Burdett. 30 days in jail, all suspended. Order the gun, and you have the description you want to give?
Yes, sir. It's a Glock 22 40 caliber. The serial number is KC, as in Kansas City, and the letter A, 611. And then also 29 rounds and 2 magazines.
Okay, I'll order that all be destroyed. It's a Glock. And the ammunition, so ammunition. He's to see Mr. Major, October 5th will be the review day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll have to come back on to that.
See Mr. Major in probation.
All right, do that now, Judge. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Ethan Anderson, case number CRA 24706. Mr. Stiles case.
Your Honor, the latest information I've received is that Mr. Anderson remains at OHP.
Yes, the plan is actually for him to come back to us today, but we do not have the exact details on that yet. That was the original plan, was for him to come today.
Now, are you here from TCC?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't realize it.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, so he had been at the council center.
Yes, and he, I guess, events conspired to land him in psychiatric treatment in Columbus.
Okay.
He's been to the last couple court dates.
And he's coming back to,
Their original plan was for him to come back to us today, but we haven't heard today what, we don't have exact details. We can let you know.
okay.
I'm here Monday, it might be
So I don't
safe.
think I need to make any additional orders. So it looks
I
like-
think we just maybe need to continue this to Monday. Or I suggest Monday because the next day I'm here. I don't know how long you'll, but I figure we don't want to go too late after he gets back.
Okay, so that is the 23rd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, next hearing will be March 23rd.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Freddie Slum, case number CRA 25710, CRB 181253.
Mr. Morgan's case.
No, we already tried it.
I'm good.
Can you hand this to Butch?
Good. Clean, compliant? Are you clean, compliant?
I am, if they said something about THC coming back in it, and then the next day I went and tested and it was clear, so they were send off, so I don't know if they let them back come back or what, but there's nothing in my system.
Morgan?
Judge, I think we need to keep on going the way we've been.
I think she's doing good.
Thank you.
How's your family? Are they happy with the way things are going?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Okay. Let's do, April 27th.
That's good to hear, Judge.
Preliminary hearing, April 27th, and pre-trial on the other two. Okay, good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Dixie Griffith, case number CRB 2388, set for sentencing.
Is that American Recovery? Okay. Okay, so she's considered completed?
Yes.
All right, what's the plan now? You got work and?
Yeah, I work at Texas Roadhouse in Ashland for now.
You still owe a little bit on your fines and costs and a couple days of community service,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. You gonna get those done?
Yes, sir. I got a couple hours in over the weekend, but now that
Did you turn those in today? or-
no, I haven't turned them in yet.
Where did you do it at?
The dog pound.
Yeah, I just need proof of it, Your Honor.
Okay.
Okay. What days are best for you? Does it matter for?
Friday.
Fridays are best?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna set you for May 1st then. If you get it done by then, you don't have to come back.
Okay.
Finished.
Yes, sir.
And I'm showing as of today, $235, 2 days of community service.
Okay.
May 1st, 9 o'clock, your next hearing. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Congratulations on finishing your treatment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Angela Spurlock, case number CRB 181327, CRB 181297, CRB 18558. Angela Spurlock.
Mr. Morphy's case, set for sentencing, and she's not here. She has a bond upstairs.
Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Burrow, community services will be dealing.
Okay. You heard anything from her, Mr. Morphy?
I'm sorry, Judge?
Have you heard anything from Ms. Spurlock?
I have not.
All right, I'll notify Mr. Sauer. Let's put that on my desk. I have to find the bond. She's got so many files, I can't find the right one. Where the bond is.
Thank you, Judge.
Finish, Your Honor.
Okay, court's adjourned.
I'm sorry, what's that for?
Yeah. I usually send him a copy of the bond. I can lay my hands on it.